Hey guys, how's it going? Just going to show you a quick video on how to make a door stand with a wedge out of regular scrap 4x2 timber. Now you can buy these online, but if it's something so simple you can make out of basic tools and a piece of timber, you might as well make one yourself. So the tools that you'll need are pretty basic tools that every carpenter should have. Chisel, combination square, pencil, a hammer, and a saw. So I'm using a cordless powered saw, so you can use a hand saw, but this is just easier for me to use, and if you have one it's a lot easier for you too. So you're going to get your timber. I've got a piece of timber here which is a 4x2, approximately 700mm long or just over 2 feet. This is what I'm going to be using as the stand for my door. I'm going to flip it up on its edge and strike a line about middle. You also want to get the width of the door that you'll be using, so the door that I'm going to be putting in this is going to be a 44mm door, so I'm going to mark over 44mm using the measurements on the side of my combination square. Square it off. And because this will be the face up side of the stand, and that will be the side that goes on the ground, I can take off a slither for a wedge here, so I'm just going to rough cut it. So the wedge will be sat against the door. When we hit this wedge in, it's going to sandwich the door in between this timber that we'll be cutting out and the wedge itself. So we want to bring it out a little bit so that when we do hammer it in and it gets nice and snug, it will be about middle. So bring your wedge to about halfway over, bring it back so it's thinner, keep it against that line there that you've drawn for the side of the door, and then mark that angle there. So all of this here, the door and where that wedge is going to be, we can remove with a saw. So I'm going to set the blade depth to about halfway down if we were cutting on the top like that. So halfway down. Doesn't have to be accurate as long as it's the same all the way through. It's about 45mm in this case. And that's how deep the blade's going to go on the timber. Stand it back up upright as it should be in situ. And we've got that edge there, and we've got this angled edge here. What we're going to do is we're going to curve through with the saw. We're just going to pass it through a few times, but not go any further than the outside lines that we've drawn. That's what we get left with, so it's all the same depth all the way through, and it's in between the lines that we've drawn. This is where the chisel comes in handy. We can now chop all this out. So now we have this slot here cut with a square edge and a tapered edge, an angled edge, for our wedge to go in. So we're going to rest our door here against this side, put the wedge in. You can see that if we had an angle here that didn't match the angle of the wedge, when it shuts it wouldn't be square, it could be off. That's obviously an over exaggeration, but now that we've cut this angle square with this edge of the wedge, it's going to close in square. So what I can do now is I can sit this on the floor with the wedge next to it ready, drop my door into the jig. I'll keep the door tight to that side of the opening, slip in the wedge, a couple taps of the hammer, and now it's freestanding. So this gives me better access to the hinges, but now when I'm working on the router on here with the jig, it's not going to fall over. And then once I'm going to release the door, instead of hitting the wedge out, I'm going to hit the stand just here. That's going to loosen the wedge. I can take it out and lift my door out the jam. Same again, put it in, wedge, hammer, stand, hit, wedge out, door out. It's as simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, share it to any carpenter friends you have who may be starting and want to learn how to build basic jigs to help you through your working day out of just simple materials and using simple tools. So good knowledge is always helpful in the construction industry. It helps you work faster and more efficient. So if you found this video helpful, do give it a like, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one.